SWOT, S-W-O-T, stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. You probably already knew that much, but what on earth is SWOT analysis and how and why is it used? SWOT analysis has you examine your org's internal strengths and weaknesses, as well as the external opportunities and threats presented by the market. It has many potential uses, but really comes into its own for strategic planning and competitive intelligence. Here are a few possible use cases for SWOT analysis. First, SWOT helps you communicate with stakeholders. SWOT is a great strategic tool, and since it's so well known, it's immediately recognizable as a framework. This makes it particularly effective for sharing strategic findings with others. Second, SWOT can inform your product launch strategies. Performing SWOT analysis on a product helps you identify how best to competitively position it in the market. You'll be aware of its strengths and weaknesses and where the threats and opportunities lie for you to either defend, reframe, or exploit. Third, SWOT can help you get to grips with new competitors. A SWOT analysis provides context for your competitive intel, encouraging you to place your findings within each of the 4 SWOT buckets. Where is the competitor strong? Where are they weak? What threats might they pose to you? And what opportunities does their rise create for your org? Once you've done this work, it's pretty easy to translate it into battle card format. Then you can share it with your customer-facing team so they're prepared for the next time this competitor comes up in the conversation. So those are some of the ways you can put SWOT analysis to work. But we did say it has its weaknesses, and you should be aware of these weaknesses if you want to use SWOT more effectively. First, it invites blind spots and is subject to bias. When you fill in each quadrant of a SWOT analysis matrix, where are you getting your information from? Are you noting down only your own opinions, or are you doing a thorough survey of the business, including multiple respondents? And even if you are surveying the entire business, you're still only getting information from people who've presumably worked on the product at some point in the past. How objective can these people really be? The solution, as with many of these weaknesses, is just to be aware of the problem. Pull opinions and feedback from as wide and varied a sample of people as possible, including customer feedback and various teams internally. But whatever the limitations of your sample, be aware of them and make sure to factor these in whenever you communicate your findings with others, or whenever you attempt to draw conclusions from your findings. Weakness number 2, SWOT doesn't pay enough attention to external factors. Some of our experts argued that SWOT analysis isn't instructive enough when it comes to opportunities and threats posed by your environment. There's a tendency to consider only what's right in front of you when you're prompted. By contrast, more comprehensive analyses will consider every external factor that might be important. Frameworks like Porter's 5 Forces and PESTLE analysis are explicit about which factors you should consider, leaving less room for error. Again, the solution is a simple one. Just be aware of this and combine SWOT with other frameworks to make your consideration of the external factors even more comprehensive. Pull each of Porter's 5 Forces or the 6 elements of PESTLE analysis into the picture when you're considering opportunities and threats, and then sort them into their respective SWOT buckets. Weakness number 3, it's simply time consuming. There's no getting around this one. Doing a SWOT analysis takes time. It's likely you don't have internal processes in place for doing SWOT analysis at all, let alone for doing it efficiently. If you've never surveyed your entire business, you'll have your work cut out for you in building the survey and getting buy-in from everyone to complete the survey. And even after all that, you'll likely have to accept that you probably don't have a representative sample. The best solution is just to start. With each iteration, your process for getting the analysis done will get better and more efficient over time. Okay, if you're worried about the viability of SWOT analysis at this point, don't be. SWOT is very well known. This means it's a great way of communicating findings to others in a visual way that they'll instantly understand. It's also simple, and SWOT simplicity helps you reduce the complexity of your findings. It helps you organize them and make sense of new discoveries by giving them much needed context. Finally, SWOT is versatile. As we've discussed, you can use it to get to grips with a competitor, to research new markets, or even to communicate your findings with others. SWOT analysis isn't perfect, but so long as you're aware of its weaknesses and you can control for them, SWOT analysis can help you to make sense of your competitive intel and inform your strategic decision making. Thanks for watching. We've got loads more information on SWOT analysis over at our website, so head over to any of the links in the description if you'd like to learn more. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. And if there's anything else you'd like to learn about regarding competitive intelligence, analysis or strategy, let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching and see you next time.